like we think about now. Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives you went to school to learn, girl. You never do before. What 2 plus 2 makes 4? Not. I'm gonna teach you all about the deal.
All you gotta do is repeat after me.
ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. ABC, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl. Easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. ABC, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl. Come on, let me do something, baby.
I'm gonna teach you how to sing it out.
Come on, let me show you what it's all about. Reading and writing, arithmetic, all the branches on the learning tree.
Listen without a roof, let me tell you, girl.
Education ain't complete, just gonna show you how to get an A.
Tell me you have a clue. Listen to me, baby, that's all you gotta do.
Oh, ABC, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. ABC, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl. It's easy, it's like counting cookies, singing simple melodies. That's how easy love can be. That's how easy love can be. Singing simple melodies. 1, 2, 3, you and me.
He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock 'em tonight. Every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree. The wise or loud, the big black crow, flap of their wings, sing and go, bird, go. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Go rockin' Robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock 'em tonight. A pretty little raven that the birdman sang, talking like a super pop and it was grand. They started going steady and bless my soul. He out popped the buzzard and the Oreo. He rocks in the treetop all the day long.
Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping. And the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, 'cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. Make
find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me.
tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives you went to school to learn, girl, you never knew before. Why you blush to make for night? I'm gonna teach you all about the deal. ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. ABC, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl. Easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. ABC, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl. Come on, let me show you what it's all about. Reading and writing, arithmetic, all the branches on the learning tree. Education ain't complete, just gonna show you how to get an A. Oh, ABC, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. ABC, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl. It's easy as like counting to 3. Sing a simple melody. That's how easy love can be. That's how easy love can be. Sing a simple melody. 1, 2, 3, you and me.
He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock 'em tonight. Every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree. The wise or loud, the big black crow, flap of their wings, singing go bird, go rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Go rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock 'em tonight. A pretty little raven that the birdman sang, talking about the super and it was grand. They started going steady and bless my soul. He out popped the buzzard and the Oriole. He rocks in the treetop all the day long. Hopping and a
Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping. And the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, 'cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day.
I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me.
still be fun and we will still remember everything we learned in school. Still be trying to break every single rule. Well, little brainy guy, maybe the stockbroker man can ever find a job that won't interfere with the tan. I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Friends forever. Will we think about tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will
birdman stand, talking about the truth, the pumping it was grand. They started going steady and bless my soul. He out popped the buzzard and the Oreo. He rocks in the treetop all the day long.
Pump it up while your feet are stumping and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. Make my day, make my day, make my day, make my day. Yo, pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd are jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me.
Lafia, Ashe, Ashe, Fanga Lafia, Fanga Lafia, Fanga Lafia, Fanga Lafia, Fanga Lafia. We welcome you. Fanga Lafia, Ashe, Ashe, Fanga Lafia, Ashe, Ashe.
I would like to welcome everyone to Schenectady High School's 31st commencement ceremony. I now ask that you please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Schenectady High School JRRTC and for the playing of our national anthem by Schenectady High School senior Angelo Delaney. Congratulations to our color guard seniors performing their last color guard today, Second Lieutenant Faria Yassin and Senior Master Sergeant Isis Zabala. Thank you. You can all please be seated. Now we will enjoy a performance of Lift Every Voice in the Schenectady High School alma mater by the John Sayles School of Fine Arts Select Choir directed by Miss Jennifer Lamb. My apologies, please stand for Lift Every Voice. Thank you, Miss Lamb and Schenectady High School Choir. Good evening, Schenectady High School, faculty, Superintendent Soler, Board President Rivera, board members, Mayor McCarthy, Assemblyman Santa Barbara, Lieutenant Governor Delgado, our proud parents, families, and friends, and most importantly, our soon-to-be graduates of Schenectady High School class of 2023. We are here to celebrate not only the culmination of years of hard work and dedication, but also to reflect on the incredible journey that has brought us to this moment. As we stand here on the threshold of the future, I am honored to address you as your principal one last time. And I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you. I love you too. At our first assembly, I challenged all of you to be the best versions of yourself by meeting the New York State requirements for graduation. Throughout our time together, we have witnessed the power of unity, resilience, and the spirit of patriot pride that runs deep within each of us. Together, we have triumphed over challenges, overcome the obstacles, and each of you stepped up and are sitting here on this special day. But our journey has not been without struggles. Each of you has faced personal challenges, both inside and outside of the classroom. Whether it was tackling a difficult subject, juggling extracurricular activities, or navigating the complexities of adolescence, you have exemplified perseverance, determination, and unwavering commitment to your goals. Remember, it is these moments of struggle that we find our true strength. Your accomplishments extend far beyond the walls of Schenectady High School. From academic achievements to athletic victories to artistic talents and community service, you have left a mark that cannot be erased. Your dedication, hard work, and unwavering focus have prepared you all for the challenge and triumphs that lie ahead of you. As we bid farewell to the familiar hallways, let me repeat that. If we bid farewell to the familiar hallways, the classrooms, and the teachers who have shaped your mind, I want to share a special announcement with you. Effective immediately, we will be replacing hall checks with what some of you have named green checks for Mr. Green. Now that you are no longer students at Schenectady High School, you will be responsible for your own hall checks. This means that you are responsible for getting to work on time, getting to your college classes on time, and staying on task. While there will be no more announcements for hall checks, please feel free to see me after graduation so that I can record a customized alarm message for you. And it may sound something like, please pardon the interruption. We are now in a hall check. All graduates, get your butt to work. Young people, I cannot express enough how proud I am to have been your principal. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, remember the lessons you have learned. Cherish the friendships you have forged, the bonds you have created, and the memories you have shared. Carry the torch of patriot pride with you, spreading the values you have embodied throughout your journey. The world is waiting for your brilliance, your leadership, and your unwavering commitment to making a difference. Together, you can create a future that is sustainable, inclusive, and filled with compassion. Congratulations, class of 2023. It has been an honor and a privilege. I have no doubt that each and every one of you will go on to accomplish great things, leaving your mark on this world. As you step forward into this bright future, remember that your potential is limitless and your impact is immeasurable. Thank you, and may the spirit of Patriot Pride guide you on your journey ahead. I love you all. And at this time, I would like to introduce Schenectady High School senior Jessica Almodovar.
Thank you, Mr. Green. My name is Jessica Almodovar, and it is my pleasure to introduce the president of Schenectady City School District Board of Education, Mrs. Brandice Rivera, to offer congratulations to class of 2023.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up.
Today. Give yourselves a hand, graduates. Because nothing can stop you. You're all the way up. You did it. I want to extend my welcome to the graduates, families, staff, friends of the Schenectady City School commencement for the class of 2023. And thank you for the introduction. As president of the Schenectady School Board and on behalf of the Board of Education, it is a great honor to congratulate you on your achievements. Nothing can stop you. You're all the way up. Enjoy this moment and all the moments you will have in your journey after high school. Be proud of yourselves. Some of you did it alone, with support from your friends, with support from families and loved ones. And others have gone through tremendous amount of difficulties and obstacles to get there. But be very proud of yourselves for this wonderful moment, because what? Nothing can stop you. You're all the way up. Your education was and continues to be a dress rehearsal for your life that is yours to lead. Lead your life with joy, with patience, with the acceptance that you may not always succeed in the way that you had envisioned, but the way that you were supposed to. Lean into your new chapter of life, full of learning experiences that may take you through several detours, but with determination, patience, and persistence, it will lead you back to the road where you are destined to be. You are all unique, amazing, and capable of anything you let your mind, your heart, determination, and strength lead you towards. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And no matter where you're from or what you went through, your dreams and hopes are valid, worth exploring. You earn what you plant, and 2023 graduates, your seed has bloomed with your next adventure beyond high school. So I want to try a little something here, right? So I'm going to have this whole section. I want the families and friends, everyone, staff to get involved in this. We're going to do a call and response. I'm going to have you all say, nothing can stop me. And what are y'all going to say? You got it. Let's do this. Even the stage. Let's do this. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up.
One more time.
Nothing can stop me.
Woo! I love it. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to end your beginning with a parable. And a parable is a simple story used to illustrate a moral, a lesson. So please listen carefully. It is called The Elephant and the Hummingbird. One day, the elephant saw a hummingbird lying on his back with his tiny feet up in the air. "What are you doing?" asked the elephant. The hummingbird replied, "I heard that the sky might fall today, and so I am ready to help hold it up should it fall." The elephant laughed cruelly. Do you really think, he said, that those tiny feet could help hold up the sky? The hummingbird kept his feet up in the air, intent in his purpose. And notice, remember that Dennis talked about purpose, Mr. Green? Talked about purpose? So the hummingbird replied, not alone, but each must do what he can, and this is what I can do. Every single one of you is crucial to this society and world. Every single one of you can contribute to the world being what it is, what we wish it to be, and what it can be. Harness the individual power you possess. And I encourage you to be that hummingbird that kept their feet up in the air and design a life that brings happiness, transformative change to you and to others. Abrazos to all, which means hugs to all. Let's do it all together. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Board President Rivera. I would like to now invite Andy Romnuth to the podium, please.
Thank you, Mr. Green. Next up to share a few words with the class of 2023 is our amazing, passionate, and hardworking superintendent. As Superintendent Soler says, we are on the move and we are #Schenectady Rising. Please join me and give a warm welcome to our Schenectady City School District Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Anibal Soler Jr.
So listen, I have to go after my boss, my board president. There ain't no music. I got no love up here. It's all good. I'll be talking to Mr. Green about that after the ceremony. No, in all seriousness, today is about you. So I did not use ChatGPT to write me a speech. I'm going to just share a couple words and remarks. Before I share that, I do want to uplift probably the most important people out here tonight besides the graduates. And that's all the individuals behind the fence who have made it possible for you to be here. So graduates, I got to ask you to stand up, turn around, and show love to your family, please, before you go on. Let them know. That's right. So, when I got here 2 years ago, there was a narrative about Schenectady. And one of the things I told the board when I got hired was, we're going to change the conversation when people mention Schenectady City Schools. We're going to be a place where people enjoy, where we attack opportunities for kids, and we give them experiences that they deserve. We have the best and brightest teachers in front of them. We have the best school administrators working with them to make sure that we fulfill the promise to their parents and to the community. We've had great individuals that come out of Schenectady. We have an assemblyman, Santa Barbara's here tonight to support you. He came from Europe, flew in to be here tonight with you. We have a mayor who's worked really hard to change the narrative of this city, who's also here tonight. But what I'm most excited about tonight is that we have a Schenectady son here tonight, back home to give you guys some remarks. And that's Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado, who will be bringing you remarks. A Schenectady's very own. Yeah, give it up. That's really big. So I'm going to leave you with this. Don't forget where you came from. But tonight is it's called commencement, which means it's the start of something else. So enjoy today, turn it up tonight. There ain't no school tomorrow. You have fun, stay up late, right? But don't forget what Mr. Green said. This is a commencement. So you're starting the next chapter of your life. Keep making us proud. We love you, and we look forward to hearing about what you do in the rest of your life. Congratulations.
Thank you, Superintendent Solar. At this point, I would like to invite Owen Oxley to the podium to introduce a friend of mine, our guest speaker.
Hi, everyone, and thank you, Mr. Green. Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado was born and raised here in Schenectady, New York. He currently resides in Rhinebeck, New York, with his wife, Lacey Schwartz Delgado, and their two children, identical twins, Maxwell and Coltrane. A member of the Upstate New York Basketball Hall of Fame, Mr. Delgado attended Colgate University, where he continued his basketball career. While at Colgate, Mr. Delgado earned a Rhodes Scholarship and would go on to study philosophy and political theory at Oxford. When he returned home, Mr. Delgado earned a law degree from Harvard Law. After law school and prior to serving as lieutenant governor, Mr. Delgado had a diverse professional career, from performing as a hip-hop artist to practicing complex commercial law to eventually becoming a member of Congress. Elected in 2018, he represented New York's 19th congressional district here in upstate New York, becoming the first person of color to represent upstate New York in Congress.
Yes.
Lieutenant Governor Delgado was frequently recognized as one of the most active and bipartisan representatives. During his time in Congress, 18 of his bills were signed into law, 10 under Trump and 8 under Biden. Mr. Delgado was appointed in May of 2022 to serve as lieutenant governor and was elected to a full term in November of that year. Please welcome our new York State Lieutenant Governor, Antonio Delgado.
Well done. Good evening. Good evening. Yes. Oh, and thank you so much for that kind introduction. Let me just start by saying I'm incredibly moved to be here with all of you this evening. Principal Green, thank you for the invitation and for your leadership. Superintendent Soler, thank you for your passion and your commitment to our future. Board President Bernice Rivera, I think we're all the way up at this point. I want to acknowledge the Mayor, Mayor McCarthy, Assembly Member Senator Barbara, to all the school administrators, the faculty, who I know put a lot of love into these students, and of course to all the parents and the family and the friends and loved ones who have supported the graduates. And finally, to the graduates, to the class of 2023, congratulations, you are here. Now, I am a Schenectady kid, born and raised St. Clair's Hospital. I don't think St. Clair's is around anymore, but it was around when I was born. I lived in many different places. I was over on Duane Ave for a while, went to MLK Elementary School, spent a lot of time on Jerry Burrell Park. Yes, indeed. I hear you. 3rd Ave, over to Bradley Street, played Pop Warner, Belmont, with the late, great Mr. George Rose. May he rest in peace. Schenectady Little League, Mr. Marks, got my hair cut, for those who know. This is home for me. So it's a special, special place to come back to talk to our future. Our future. I want to talk to all of you about the greatest power the world has ever known. And it lives in each and every single one of you. And that is the power of love. As you make your journey into the world, whatever plans you may have, I want to stress more than anything to lean in the power of love, which is to say, the power to light the world with your truth. Without love, the world can be a tough place. With love, you will be kind. You will be generous. You will be compassionate. You will be understanding. You will be true. True to your family, true to your friends, and true to yourself. With love, you will find courage to turn down all the outside noise, to hear your inner voice. You will find the strength to follow your heart and intuition when all around you might think otherwise. Now you may ask, how do I know all of this? Well, my own journey to self-discovery tells me so. I was just like you. I remember being a graduate. Now, I did not go to Schenectady High. Believe me, I wanted to go. All my friends who I played Belmont with and Little League with, they went to Schenectady High. I went to Bishop Gibbons. We had a lot of competitive games in high school. But I remember my senior year of high school, sitting just where you are in Schenectady, and I thought I had it all figured out. The truth is I didn't. And you know what? That's okay. Whether you have it all figured out or not, that's okay on one condition, that you let love lead the way. Now, I was a freshman at Colgate. I went there as a pre-med student. My dad, who was not a doctor but wanted me to be one because growing up in the inner city, no one ever told him he could be one. So he made it his business to make me one. And like a son, following his dad, I pursued that dream. But it was clear to me by my freshman year that might not have been the best path for me. And I had a teacher who opened my mind to philosophy and political theory and sparked my imagination. And from there, the sky was the limit. Schoolwork didn't feel like work anymore. It just felt natural to me. And I was able to excel. And ultimately, I was able to earn a Rhodes Scholarship. Now, I can tell you when I was growing up in Schenectady, a latchkey kid, now, by the way, some of you may not know what latchkey is. You're getting the key when you're 8 years old, and when I was 8, your parents tell you to walk home and let yourself in. I would walk over from Bradley Street all the way over to Howe School, about 20-minute walk every day, 8-year-old kid. My little brother, 6. We'd walk to school from 3rd grade on. Walk back home, let ourselves in, do our homework, leave it on the counter. Parents work for GE. They come back home, and like clockwork, they check our homework every single night. That was how I was raised. And I bring that up because I remember cutting coupons with my mother to go to Price Chopper. I remember putting clothes on layaway, appliances on layaway. And at no time during that time were we talking about me going to Oxford as a Rhodes Scholar. But I found what I loved. And once I found what I loved, the sky was the limit. Love can also push you to do things that others might think are crazy to do or risky. You may have heard I was a hip-hop artist at one point in time. You can look me up, A.D. The Voice. Yeah, it's real. Now, this was after I graduated from Harvard Law. After. A lot of folks thought I might go work at a law firm and make a 6-figure salary and go on my way. But I chose to follow my love. And I moved out to L.A., and it was tough. I slept on air mattresses and ate cup of noodles for weeks and months at a time, but I was doing what I loved, recording music and reading and learning about what I cared about, learning about what I believed in, learning about what I was passionate about for 5 years. And you might say, were you successful? No, not financially. I was not successful. But, as noted, sometimes you never know what so-called failure really means. I came back home and started my family in New York, worked at a law firm, not knowing at all what that time in LA actually did for me. But there I was, and about 6 years into being a lawyer and not fulfilled, not happy with where I was going, where my place was, what my purpose was. And I decided in 2018 to move back home, upstate, to run for Congress. A lot of folks thought that was a crazy decision too. Why take off the golden handcuffs? Why leave law firm life to go back upstate and maybe, hopefully, win a race where a lot of folks thought a person of color had no business even trying to run in, especially with a hip-hop album. And if you look up the hip-hop album, I had a hoodie on. So you better believe there were TV ads all over the place trying to make me to be something that was scary to people. This district that I ran in was 90% white. And it was very rural, a lot of farmland. I didn't grow up on a farm. So a lot of folks had doubts about whether or not I could win in a place like this. But I'm here to tell you, when you lead with love, when you meet people where they are, when you look at them eye to eye, differences can melt away. When you genuinely care about people, when you really listen to who they are, when you don't jump to conclusions, but are really trying to figure out what someone is about. I can tell you, no matter how divisive the world might be or how much hate you might experience, there's always that possibility for finding that human bond, that human connection. Hold on to that. That is your power. That is your truth. Always remember that when you have love in the equation, anything is possible, including finding your truth. You just need to make yourself vulnerable. Trust in the goodness of others and lead with your heart. The times we live in make it easy to be cynical and pessimistic about the world around us. We know that. But now, more than ever, we need to love each other, to restore civility in our public discourse and the dignity of humanity in our shared experiences. So as you prepare to make your mark in this world, please know that what the world needs from you now more than anything is for you to love. Love who you are. Love where you're from. Love your family. Love your community. Be proud. And the rest will follow. Be open-minded. Listen to people before you rush to judgment. Be comfortable with not having all the answers. It's okay to admit you are a work in progress, that you are trying to improve and to get better over time. It's okay to be uncomfortable. In fact, the only way to get comfortable in your skin is to be uncomfortable first and learn what it's like. Do that work. You're young, you're gifted, and you have the strongest power the world has ever known right inside of you. You just got to tap into it and make the world yours. That is love. And love is acceptance. Let other versions exist. Let other versions exist. Don't be trapped in echo chambers of misinformation and manipulation. Broaden your perspective. At the same time, do your homework. I don't just mean schoolwork. I mean life's work. Determine things for yourself with an open mind. That's how you achieve self-determination. It's how you learn what you love, how you find meaning and purpose in life. So I'll just say this in closing, graduates. No one knows what it's like to walk in another person's shoes. You may think you know, but you don't. So try to be more forgiving. Try to really understand how things may seem to them, which really does mean listening. This all takes patience and thoughtfulness, and it takes love. Please remember that. The world is what you make of it. Just keep love in your heart. Let it lead you, let it protect you, and let it empower you. And I say that to Schenectady's High's class of 2023. If you remember anything I have said to you this evening, please be true to your heart and believe, please believe in the power of love. And you better believe I love every single one of you. God bless.
I'd like to personally thank Lieutenant Governor Delgado for being here this evening. He is exactly what I've been talking about all year. You can be anything you want. Put your mind to it, put the work into it, and go all the way up. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. It is now my pleasure to invite Isabella Grevely, the Schenectady High School Class 2023 Vice President, to the podium, who will introduce our class president. Thank you, Bella.
Thank you, Mr. Green. I would like to be one of the first of many to congratulate my fellow classmates on graduating. It's awesome. But enough about me, enough about us. Today it is my great pleasure to introduce you to our next speaker. Over the past 4 years, she has had numerous achievements. She was a captain of 2 varsity sports, as well as an all-season varsity athlete for the last 4 years. She's a full IB scholar, as well as a part of numerous extracurricular activities. May I also mention that she is our class president. Yeah. It has been a pleasure to have known Marina Chaco Tiaco as a classmate, a student council partner in crime, and a great friend. From our first time meeting in Mrs. Lynn's physics class in 9th grade, our FaceTimes over quarantine, and believe me, there was a lot, playing varsity soccer together in 10th grade, and most of all, sitting next to her at her high school graduation. Marina is one of the most hardworking, humorous, intelligent, and individually driven classmates that I have had a pleasure to know. I cannot wait to see all of the great things that you achieve in your next 4 years at NYU. You will do great things, and I think we can all say that we are so very proud of you. Schenectady, please join me in giving a very, very warm welcome to my friend, Marina Chaco Tiaco. Okay. Ooh, wait. Oh, you didn't flip the page? Okay. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and my amazing fellow graduates. My name is Marina Chaco Tiaco, and I am the senior class president of the Schenectady High School graduating class of 2023. Before I begin, I want to take a moment, of course, to thank my parents, siblings, teachers, teammates, and overall all my friends throughout the years. As well, of course, the best for last, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate all of my amazing classmates. We have overcome so many trials and tribulations to arrive here today, and I'm more than happy to be a part of such an incredible cohort of students. Being your class president has been more than an honor. It has been a blessing, one that I'd like to take a few moments to reflect on during my brief time in front of you all here today. Trust, I'll try to keep this short. As I was the younger of the bunch, late birthdays unite, which people constantly seem to remind me of in middle school, I entered high school when I was 13 years old. Some may call me unrealistic, but if you know me personally, you know I was hoping for a picture-perfect High School Musical experience, specifically High School Musical 3, a personal favorite. Pep rallies, homecomings, talent shows, musicals, the list goes on and on. However, after leaving in March of 2022, I was quick to realize that the cards dealt to all of us, weren't up to our expectations, not until we shaped them to be. With the label of Schenectady High School, we thought not just to make the best of it, we chose to do more. And even though I never saw it as one, I was 13 when I got my first job, class president. Freshman year, at the time I was elected, from COVID to setback after setback and more emails and meetings than I can count, Mr. Green. Trust, I knew very little of what was to come and the roles that I had to play in this position. However, this didn't stop my excitement. My first job as class president, learn every name, advocate for my peers, and incorporate student voice into every room. Some of you may not know me personally, but even still, I wanted to make sure that from the day my name was checked off the student body's ballot slip, that you all knew I was your student representatives. In other words, my goal was to make 691 of my peers into 691 friends. I was chosen by you, by my community, and trusted by my community, and for that, I want to take another moment to say thank you. I'll be the first to say, this past year specifically, we came up short. With the shifts in our environment and lack of support in many ways and restrictions that seem to combat our previous freedoms, it appeared as if we were constantly given the shorter end of the stick. But if you knew me and the incredible students that sat in those council meetings on Wednesdays, we worked tirelessly to advocate for this class. Through many, many group chats, some more successful than others, our last couple weeks were spent branching past the endless email streams and moving on to host our student planned events on our own. This is an example showcasing the perseverance and grit of this cohort of students. Looking back on freshman year, this school was huge, hard to navigate in a maze with endless hallways, but through time, as we got bigger, the halls seemed to shrink and our maps turned pocket size. However, I'll never forget freshman year where everyone's lock screens happened to be their schedules. 4 years later, they'd expect us to be the experts. Even still, don't get me wrong, some things never changed. For one, I don't think any of us can fully navigate D or E-Wing. And two, even after 4 years, our beloved D-Wing never seemed to unpack itself. That being one of the few things I'm sure no one will miss. All in all, whether your path started at Schenectady High School or only happened to end with it, we made it through it all and succeeded in going from the underdogs to the big. With any roller coaster, as the last few years definitely were, there are drops and turns that leave you screaming and hollering. Fortunately for us, that's the next step. Regardless of what your future holds for us, whether your track leads you to college, getting a job, attending trade school, the armed forces, the workforce, or your bed after the ceremony, your future is in your hands. As Natasha Bedingfield once said, today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Take the risk, step out of your comfort zone, be open-minded, meet new people, and lastly, make lifelong memories. Take every day as it comes, grow with every opportunity, and hold on to the memories because they will hold on to you. Once again, congratulations, class of 2023. We did it best. Thank you, as it is now my distinct pleasure to introduce a remarkable individual who embodies the true spirit of academic excellence and dedication. Please join me in welcoming our esteemed salutatorian, Rondacia McPherson. Although Rondacia prefers that I only quickly introduce her by her name, I cannot help but share her shining example of perseverance, passion, and unwavering commitment to her studies. Not only has Rondacia excelled academically, but she has also exhibited exceptional leadership qualities and a genuine desire to make a positive impact on those around her. I, for one, have personally experienced this firsthand while getting the opportunity to know Rondacia during freshman year in Miss Lynn's physics class. A class I can say I don't think I would have gotten through without her being my desk mate and her genuine kindness. In addition to her achievements with our high school, Rondacia has recently reached a significant milestone beyond our walls. In May, she proudly graduated from SUNY Schenectady with an associate's degree in science. Attending Ivy League UPenn in the fall, please join me in welcoming the salutatorian of the class of 2023, Rondacia McPherson.
Thank you, Marina. So once again, I am Rondacia McPherson. I have a 3-year-old brother who never forgets his manners. He says thank you for everything. A few days ago, I gave him a lollipop. He embraced me, and he was so excited you would believe I gave him the world. Taking a page from his book, I would like to thank and embrace from a distance all of the people who labor to ensure the success of the class of 2023, even if it was as mundane as a lollipop. I'm not going to mention any names since I cannot risk anyone getting jealous. You each know the part you played more than anyone else, so a round of applause to you all. When I began brainstorming for this speech, I spent some time watching previous graduation speeches. A couple of things stood out to me as I was doing so. First, I was mispronouncing salutatorian by saying salutatorian, and not a single soul told me. Secondly, while most salutatorians shared memories experienced within the confines of a high school building, I can do no such thing, since one of my and all of our high school years was spent staring at a laptop screen, and the other 2, as Marina said, was spent at SECC through the Smart Transfer Program. What I can do, however, is share the lessons I have learned during my college experience, though many of these lessons will also be applicable to life. 1, always remember 11:59 p.m. This is the time when most problem sets, papers, and quizzes are due. Don't plan on professors being lenient, so do your best to meet every deadline. When unforeseen circumstances do arise, communicate with your professors, because many, if not all of them, are willing to make accommodations. Nevertheless, keep your cool even when some of them say no. 2, do not compare yourselves to the people around you. I have 3 younger siblings, and though we are related by blood and we share the same upbringing, we could not be more different. We have varying levels of boldness, different strengths, weaknesses, mannerisms, and interests, to name a few. If siblings can be this different, how much more would you be different from a stranger? Spend quality time getting to know who you are. Spend time bettering yourself for you and not some unspoken competition, academic or otherwise. 3, live in humility. Don't brag or boast in your success, but let your accomplishments speak for themselves. If not, life will be sure to knock you right off of that high horse. Whenever possible, help others through good deeds or graciously giving without announcing it to the world. Never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. 4. Own your mistakes. You already have and will continue to err in life. Instead of always looking for someone to blame, be honest with yourselves. Acknowledge your role in the issue at hand. View every misstep as an opportunity to learn and grow. 5. Your attitude determines your altitude. During primary school or elementary school, as you would know it, I had a teacher who would have the entire class recite every morning. My attitude determines my altitude. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. The more you say these words, the more you will begin to believe them. Also, some people just have the nastiest attitudes, the rudest group of people you will ever meet, and then they wonder why no one feels inclined to help them. Check yourselves so as to treat everyone you meet with dignity and respect. 6. When you think of giving up, take a break instead. Sometimes you will feel overwhelmed. You will feel as though there is no way you can ever win. In times like these, eat your favorite food. Do something you love. Take a nap. And after all this, the world will seem to be right side up again. 7. Ironically last, but the most important, put God first. There will be times when you feel as though the weight of the world is upon your shoulders. There will be time when you are anxious about what the future may hold. Never forget that depression is real, but so is God. Anxiety is real, but so is hope. Pray, trust, and surrender everything to God. Congratulations to the class of 2023. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Next, I would like to invite Saga Kanan to the podium, who will introduce our class of 2023 Valedictorian.
Thank you, Mr. Green. It is my pleasure to introduce Parmesh the Cordial to you as the Schenectady High School class of 2023 Valedictorian. Parmesh is a member of the early college and the high school Smart Transfer class of 2023. He received his associate's degree in biology, aspiring to become a physician scientist specializing in cardiothoracic surgery, highlighting his commitment to making a difference in the lives of others. During his high school career, Parmesh has been involved in many different aspects of Schenectady High School. Parmesh is the president of Key Club, was vice president of the class of 2023, member of National Honor Society, and an outstanding violinist, among many other things. Over the past 4 years, I have known Parmesh, and he has never ceased to amaze me in everything he does. Parmesh leaves a lasting impact on everyone he meets and everywhere he goes. Next year, Parmesh will be attending the University at Albany Honors College in the GEP program, allowing him to automatically matriculate at Upstate Medical University for his medical degree. It is my honor to introduce Parmesh, a shining example of dedication, excellence, and compassion. Please join me in welcoming our valedictorian, Parmesh the Cordial.
Good evening, esteemed guests, faculty, and family members, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2023. I stand before you today with immense joy and gratitude, thrilled to witness this momentous occasion where we gather to celebrate the culmination of our high school journey. Before I proceed, I'd like to take a moment and address my fellow graduates. How are we feeling tonight? Four years has turned into 4 months. 4 months into 4 weeks, 4 weeks into 4 days, to 4 hours, and now to 4 minutes. As we stand here today, it is difficult to put into words the unexplainable feeling that overwhelms us. It is truly astounding to realize how swiftly we have grown and transformed, almost imperceptibly throughout our years within the walls of Schenectady since 2019. Reflecting upon our journey, we cannot help but be moved by the countless moments of laughter, cherished memories, and lifelong friendships that have blossomed within the halls at SHS. I can remember we all eagerly waiting for the bell to ring at the beginning and end of each day. Well, not so much for the beginning, but I know all of us were excited for the last bell. sprinting to the door no matter how many times the admins would tell us to slow down. We spent countless nights cheering on our teams in the student sections or out on the fields, even when it was 50-0. We continued to show up for each other. Whether it was playing a sport or with an instrument or buzzer in hand, the chants we shared, particularly those of the Patriot chants, now carry a profound weight. Little did we know that these chants and these bells would become memories of our final moments together as a unified class. In these final moments, I would like to give thanks to all those who have supported me and provided guidance through my time here at Schenectady. I would first like to thank all of the teachers and professors, including my counselor, for nurturing and fostering my love for learning, even when I was one of the youngest students in their classes. I would also like to thank my peers for pushing me and serving as a constant source of inspiration. When I look out into this crowd, I see our very bright future. I would also like to shout out my Smart Transfer class of 2023 peers who understood what we all went through, obtaining an associate's degree and a high school diploma. These peers have made my life more interesting and miserable at the same time. I would also like to thank my family here for supporting me today. I would like to thank my grandparents for their constant sacrifices they have made to give their children a better future, immigrating from Guyana and coming to a land where they knew no one nor had anything. But their work ethic speaks for itself, building the future that our ancestors wished for while also paving the way for success for their children and grandchildren. I would also like to thank my aunt, whom I've spent a lot of my younger childhood with, a person who has shaped my life tremendously. I would also like to thank my dad, a man of very few words, but I know his constant and unwavering support is there. Thank you, Dad. In this beautiful moment, I would also like to dedicate my heartfelt appreciation to someone who has been my best friend, my ultimate source of inspiration in every aspect of life, the woman who has not only given me life, but also nurtured me with unwavering love and support, my mother. Today, as I stand behind this podium, I recognize that my journey to this point would have not been possible without her selfless sacrifices. My mother, without hesitation, devoted herself entirely to our family and put her own career aspirations on hold. Her unwavering support, boundless inspiration, and relentless encouragement have propelled me forward into becoming valedictorian and pursuing my passion for science. Through her actions, she has introduced me to numerous role models and instilled in me a deep appreciation for knowledge and growth. Throughout the past 17 years of my life, her guidance has been invaluable, and I don't know if she ever realized that the person I look up to the most is her. Thank you, Mom. This is for you. While it may be me you see standing on this grand stage, it is my parents, grandparents, and all of my family, friends, mentors, and educators who deserve the credit for lifting me up. Being the son of immigrant parents from Guyana, there is a sort of work ethic that runs in our blood. It's not to be the best, it's not to be better than others, it's just to be able to succeed because our ancestors have not had an opportunity like this in a lifetime. With that being said, if there are any doubts within yourself about your potential, throw that mindset out of the window. Go into the world and continue developing those amazing and individual personas. Be the person you once needed in your life for others, and when you find yourself amidst a dark period, be there for yourself. Make sure to give back to the communities that have raised you while making your inner child proud as you pursue all the dreams and aspirations you once had the courage to dream. Because even as a child, you weren't afraid to dream. As children, we dream of achieving greatness and then grow up to be intimidated by people setting limits on our potential. As we continue our paths in life, I urge you not to listen to the negativity, but only your inner voice and soar beyond the limitations placed on you. But the beauty of our growth lies not only in the triumphs we have achieved, but also in the hardships and disappointments we have faced along the way. We have weathered unforeseen difficulties, navigating through the unknowns of a global pandemic and mourning the loss of loved ones. Many of us have faced profound personal struggles on our individual journeys to this very day. Yet as we stand here together, stronger than ever, with the world at our fingertips. As I look out into this crowd, I am filled with a profound sense of hope, for I see a future brimming with brilliance and promise. Years turned into months, months turned into days, and days turned into hours and minutes, bringing us to this exact moment. The feeling of nervousness is normal as we embark on our new stages, but I want to remind you that the future isn't something we enter, but something we create. So reach for the stars and dream big. From one of the most influential men of our time, in the wise words of Mr. Worldwide, reach for the stars, because even if you don't grab them, at least you'll be on top of the world. Congratulations, class of 2023, we did it.
Great job. All right, and without further delay, it is that time. Let me hear it. All I ask from you at this point, when you come up stage, please have a seat. Let's give respect to all our graduates so we can do our traditional movement of our tassel, and I can officially make you graduates. So, thank you, members of Schenectady High School class of 2023. Ready? All right, if we can have our school counselor up, and let's get this going. Yes. Dennis?
I now introduce the class of 2023. Gianni Ackerman. Hashim Ahmed. Alim Ali. Mahar Ali. Anasia Alisea. Hussein Al-Kasai. Anthony Aladdin. Ryan Almada. Malak Al-Shaber. Eileen Alvarado. Leo Alvarez Guzman. Justin Alvarez. Santalice Amadeo. Bibi Amarula. Talon Anderson. Gage Andy. Fazir Anif. Shanifa Anif. Hemawati Atashan. Shannon Aremo. Lanisha Austin. Victoria Ayala. Brianna Baden. Delilah Ballard. Damian Balram. Phoenix Bernardo. Nadia Bangaru. Shristi Bangaru. AJ Barboza. Daniel Barkham. Keon Barksdale. Cade Barlow. Christopher Barrera. Amber Basteo. Kamaya Beatty Baker. Kiani Beatty Baker. Chandram Beepot. Courtney Belgrave. Sanaya Bell. Juliana Bolai. Brandon Bishnoff. Dylan Bishnoff. Javian Bermudez. Edward Blanchard. Terrence Blanchard. Kimani Phillips. Angel Black. Shaeja Bleeman. Devon Blunt. Cynthia Bouchon. Adele Buhan. Karina Boudou. Alicia Babudan. Hamza Bukhari. Brianna Bowman. Samaya Brand. Harmony Braxton. Praise Brooks. Anaya Brown. Omari Brown. Michael Brucker. Delani Burton. Abigail Berner. Kaniva Brown. Olivia Burns. Shakrisha Bush. Elena Butler. Pepper Butler. Anthony Caldwell. Vidiani Campbell. Victor Canales. Aiden Caras. Nakaya Carrera. Beverly Carrion. Lelianese Cardahana. Damian Cartland Kopczynski. Aiden Chatteram. Arafat Tristy. Anissa Chunu. Vanessa Church. Leasia Clay. Janaya Cole. Denasia Collins. Angel Contreras. Shania Conyers. Dinesh Kunjabahari. Josiah Corker. Eric Cortez. Julian Crawford.
Curtis. Taylor DeArton. Aaron Dat. Alyssa David. Emily Davila Lorenzo. Marcel Davis Jr. Jose De Jesus. Jazai De Jesus. Angelo Delaney. Cameron Delifis. Trinity DiLoretto. Francesca DeMeza. Yashmani Dindial. Raheem Dixon. Emily Dolazar. Anthony Dominelli. Anthony Downing. Gianna Downs. Samuel Dublin. Jasmine Duran. Oscar Duran. Hezekiah Dykes. Camilla Edwards Fournier. Nathaniel Edwards. Sharina Ellaby. Ahmed Elsidig. Daniela Espinoza Pelletier. Kaylee Evans. Angela Fabian. Braden Falzerano. Damani Farley. Titus Fauntleroy. Najaya Ferguson. Anaya Fernandez. Christian Fields. Elizabeth Flores. Shayla Folks. Samuel Tholmsby. Masuda Fanu. Kubra Fanu. Kelly-Beth Fonseca Miranda. Lionel Franz. Ronald Frazier. Janacy Gadwa. Dimitri Galloway. Marcelo Garcia. Ethan Gothier. Gabrielle Govro. Emily Gilal. Anita Gaiasi. Justin G. Michael Ginyard. Mary Jane Glodney. Luknath Gobind Pershad. Christian Gomez. Miguel Gonzalez Rivera. Ciol Gonzalez. Gordon. Suraj Gopalakrishna. Tyler Gopi. Lushan Gordon. Kawan Graham. Kenyatu Graham. Malachi Greer. Jaheim Griffin. Ashri Guerra. Harvey Guerra. Jamel Gunn. Kaylee Gainup. Mohammed Hamed. Elisa Hamilton. Soraya Harper. Thomas Harper. Oh, you take those. Natalia Harris. Tajea Osario. Michael Hawes. Serenity Harris. Tyrese Hay. Jeffrey Heath. Zachary Heffernan. Victoria Heil. Adrian Henderson. Prince Henderson. Tainalise Hernandez Rosario. Anaya Hernandez. Jennifer Herring. Jennerine Hetnerine. Sahana Hohomaro. Damari Holder. Shaquelle Holmes. Malachi Hooks. Amira Hooper. Ben Hoteling. Devin Howie. Juliana Humani. Janaya Hudson. Kaylin Hurd. Adele Hussein. Devashti Hussein. Sarah Inderjeet. Rafi Islam. Amina Jacariah. Marissa Jack Samuel. Hold on. Carice Jackson. Christopher Jackson. Lamonte Jackson. Mariah Jacobs. Anastasia Jackaway. Jeremiah Jagdale. Tasha Jaggersall. Cadman Jackrup. Davina Jane Davion Johnson, Makai Johnson, Molly Jolliker, Joseph Joyce, Harmesh Kamtap Prasad, Althea Kangle, Elijah Conway, Sierra Cap, Riley Katz, Hilani Kelso, Nazir Kennedy, Lemire Ketter, Halal Kia, Ikran Khan, Samuel Khan, Jojo Kitchen, Kaden Kozak, Alice Christev, Carrie Coubert, Ella Kuban, Sanjay Lalsaran, Sean Latour, Rosalina Laura, Jasmine LaVere, Aaliyah Ishmael, Alicia Jimenez, Kimberly Singh, Aloadami Lola Lawal, O'Dane Lawrence, Jillian Lee, Emma Leslie, Fatima Lewis Donis, Dylan Lewis Twist, Edward Lingo, Lillian Maybe, Azaria Mack, Kayla Macklin, Jeremiah Mahace, Navita Mahace, Alexa Malachek, Vincenzia Mangal,
Demetrius Manwaring, Noah Marbley, Kamik Martin, Clinisha Martin, Leon Martin, Deannalie Martinez, Derek Martinez Keeney, Asiana Martinez, Jalen Martinez, Maribel Martinez, Tejnav Messiah, Benka Mathurin, Bauman. Amaya McCargo. Adriana McCautry. Xaviana McDaniel. Xavier McDaniel III. Merrick McDonald. Talia McDuffie. Shanessa McGuire. William McLaren. Ileana McQueen. Maria Mayer. Yahida Melendez. Damani Mercer. Jovan Mirabel. DeJour Mitchell. Abdul Muhammad Ali. Jonathan Muhammad. Ariana Muhammad. Anisha Mong. Anijah Moore. Mikkel Moore. Hema Mutuvaran. Kedrick Morales. Nathaniel Morrell. Indira Morgan. Majeli Morrell. Amira Morris. Kiana Morrison. Jasenia Morton. Imani Mosley. Isaiah Moya. Messiah Moomin. Alexander Munchie. Nicholas Mouchet. Khalees Myers. Alana Maiku. Evan Neighbors. Davina Narain. Sasha Narain. Modu Nadal. Sidi Nadal. Brianna Newton. Mao Nieves. Tusadai Nohar. Jada Nunez. Tajane Nunali. Ren Nygaard. Orlan Okana. Lisette Ocasio. Isaiah Oliver. Phoebe Omer. Everett Page. Trayvon Palacios. Jennifer Palma.
Dharma Parmeshwari. Jada Payne. Keisha Peak. Diaz Peralta. Renee Janae Castro.
I love you guys!
Andrew Persad. Amelia Persad. Lisa Persad. Prakash Persad. Ryan Persad. Lawan Person Evans. Zachary Person Evans. Shatik Peters Miller. Matthew Peters. Madison Peterson. Maisha Peterson. Jessica Peku. Kimber Pickett. Natalie Pierre-Antoine. Olivia Pineset. Okay. Savannah Piper. Oriah Pippert. John Pizarro. Devon Pokai. Isan Ponzo. Damian Potter. Dominic Powell. Levon Powell. Tina Premchand. Sandira Premnoth. Angel Prince. Kevin Palaya. Rachel Perrin. Mandy Quintana. Christopher Raffin. Callie Rafiki. Ruel Raju. Shania Ramarat. Bisham Rambros. Davina Rambaros. Miranda Ramcharan. Yogendra Ramcharan. Daniel Ramdan. Davina Ramasar. Josades Ramirez. Nandini Ramjag. Matthew Ramkishun. Lekraj Ramlal. Maria Ramnarine. Leo Ramos. Vanita Ramphal. Ariel Ramprasad. Emily Ramsaran. Devin Randall. Jared Reed. Devont Redemaya. Shanae Rhodes. Madison Richards. Damon Richardson. Joseph Rivera. Antonio Rizzicone. Julia Robert. Ayariana Robinson. Tanaya Robinson. Abelina Rodney. Ulysses Rodriguez. Danilee Rodriguez. Naomi Rogers. Naomi Rogers. Jadea Rondon. Esmeralda Lopez Rosario. Junior Rosario. Damon Royal. Siraj Sahadeo. Sadam. Leosmar Saldana. Emily Sammy. Nicholas Sanchez. Elizabeth Sanders. Annalise Santana. Destiny Santiago. Abby Sargent. Devashli Saw. Adriana Schmidt. Brian Schneider. Aaliyah Sears. Ganeshri C. Balak. Joshua Mito Simukar. Darren Seagobin. Isis Selly. Hassan Serville. Jabari Sewell. Sanjay Supersad. Mohammed Shahabuddin. Padmini Shannon. Julia Jade. Ashton Shield. Kunal Shioraj. Michael Simon. Shamor Simon. Alex Singh. Anisha Singh. Ashley Singh. David Singh. Geeta Singh. Tamesh Singh. Josiah Spivey. Andrew Stapleton. Jason Lee Stevenson. Nathan Stover.
Sham Sukraj. Erica Tenquino. Oriana Tapia. Noriana Taylor. Envy Taylor. Gianna Taylor. Tarisha Tikadari. Jalissa Terry. Nalea Terry. Nitasia Tibbs. Malay Thomas. Trayshawn Tolliver. Kiriam Torres Marin. Ramses Askia Torres. Devin Toterum. Isatu Torre. Raylin Tusseri. Rihanna Tusseri. Udaram. Sorry. Vidya Udaram. Alita Valles. Hasina Ola. Bethany Van Tassel. Julius Vargas. Jonathan Velasquez. Chelsea Velinov. Alex Virasamy. Seema Virasamy. Lanique Violette. Kira Vilcalvi. Alvaro Vigil. Chaz Walker. Aaliyah Wallace. Kiara Washington. Yasir Washington. Chloe Watts McKenzie. Lachey Webb. Arnaud West. Niana West. Eric White. Juliette Whiteman. Joseph Wickham. Abigail Williams. Corey Williams. Daniel Williams. Kason Williams. Lanaya Williams. Nija Williams. Tyreek Williams. Yael Woods. Gabrielle Wright. Nasir Wright. Natalia Yap. Selena Yeomans. Kamaya Young. Yasmin Yousefzai. Zolika Zamani. Jacob Zampella. Malaika Palagadu. Yolana Reed. Isis Zabala. Bari Yassam.
And now introducing your class officers. Lily Greenwood, historian. Angeli Peters, treasurer. David Jones, treasurer. Elias Miles, secretary. Isabella Grevely, vice president. Marina Chaco Tiaco, president. And now the top 10. Trinity Lupien. Patrick Smith. Najim Engram. Jessica Almodovar. Andy Ramnoth. Amber Chandler. Saga Kanan. Owen Oxley. And the class salutatorian, Rondacia McPherson. And your class valedictorian, Parmesh Thakgordial.
Try to shut me down. We all the way up. Y'all ready? Thank you, members of the Schenectady High School class of 2023. Will you please rise? Yes. At this time, please move your tassels from the right side to the left. Yes. On behalf of the state of New York, the Schenectady City School District Board of Education and Superintendent of Schools, Anibal Soler, I officially declare you Schenectady High School's graduating class of 2023. What? Big time. Best wishes for all of the members of the class of 2023 and their family and friends. All graduates, I remind you to retrieve your diploma envelopes from the pool lobby prior to leaving campus. Thank you all for joining us this evening on our first evening graduation. Good luck. I wish you the best, and I love each and every one of you.
It's a celebration.